The show can't start until we crack open a bottle of Revelton. Whether it's their crisp, clean vodka, the bold spice of their rye whiskey, the rich smoothness of bourbon, or the original honey whiskey that started it all, every pour is a taste of craft and passion straight from the heart of Iowa. So pour yourself a drink, settle in, and get ready to relax, laugh, and enjoy the show.
Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
You guys, welcome. I am here with my husband today, and I feel like a lot of people were super excited about this, and I don't know
why.
I don't know why. I mean, it's just Tyler and I. Tyler, the frame is a little off. Can you move it a little to the left? We thought that we got this all centered, and then we move stuff around. Okay, there, that looks good. All right, so Tyler is on because we just celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary on Wednesday last week. And what's crazy about celebrating 21 years together is we were 21 years old when we got married. So we were just little babies, and we actually had a baby together. He was one. Andrew was one when we got married. But it is so crazy. Chris said, nice socks. I know, put some shoes on. What are you doing?
I can't have shoes on inside the house.
I know. I usually do when I have guests here, but it would be weird if you and I had shoes on and we both live here.
Yeah.
So I'm barefoot. So speaking of what we're wearing, and maybe you could give a shout out to the brand of socks that you're wearing today, because you do love that.
I do love this brand.
You just said, okay, go ahead with your outfit of the day.
She said, give him a shout out. So I did.
I mean, when you were going to give your outfit of the day.
I run on my own time here, lady. Swiftwick.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Swiftwick. It's a pair of socks. They're short. Don't make fun of me because I don't wear tube socks or whatever. Crew socks. Crew. I grew up in the early 2000s where anklets were where's that? Probably anklets till I die, I bet.
Okay. What about the rest of your fit?
Oh, just regular blue jeans, Mavi, and then my 515 shirt from the boutique.
Yes.
Our friend Bill Blank displayed at his fair.
Well, he wore it as one of his outfits when he was doing his live podcast at the fair. So that's the whole reason why I did a pop-up at the boutique. But this Des Moines 515 shirt is made here locally Oh my gosh. And it's like escaping me right now. I don't know why I wasn't prepared with this, knowing that you were going to wear that shirt. But
I didn't know I was wearing the
it's in.
shirt.
I said it.
For the audience.
Yeah. Well, we have to promote the boutique and the men's stuff because we have men's clothes left, and you guys, I need to get rid of it. It doesn't fit in the boutique anymore. And there are still Des Moines 515 shirts left. It's by Boz Prince. That's who it is. Boz Prince in West Des Moines, Valley Junction. That is the brand of this shirt. And so you guys should. Hello,
Hi,
Amy.
I assume you were talking to me.
So yeah, you should definitely check these t-shirts out. It's representing the 515. So, what better way than to support two small businesses, Boz Prince in West Des Moines, styled by JJ in Johnston, and it's super cool.
Real quick,
okay.
this is not a plug either, but it's like super lightweight, and like airy,
and
so
breathable.
Yeah, breathable.
Okay.
So like, not as a big man, I like that type of shirt.
You like to be able to breathe.
It's not heavy. It's not.
Yeah, because this weekend you wore a heavy shirt, and thankfully it was chilly out.
Yeah, it was.
You run at a warm temperature usually.
Yes, I run a little hot.
Hot, yes. Tyler, your dad is on.
What's up,
Hi,
Dad?
Jeff. Thanks for joining. So my outfit of the day, my top is from the boutique. It's just a chocolate brown backless, you can see, bodysuit. And because it is like 80 degrees and we still haven't turned our air on, I refuse until it actually is consistently hot. And last year I did this whole, like, it is hot AF. I don't want to wear bras. Sorry. It's so I started that last year, and I feel like more and more people like caught on. Not that they did it because of me. I don't know. Maybe I caught the idea from somebody else, but I last summer was like, F bras. When it is hot.
Me too.
You too.
Me too.
I just am not, I can't do it anymore. And so I am all about like finding tops that I don't have to wear a bra with. And this bodysuit, I have it in 2 different colors. I rock them all the time. Thank you. I thank you for those of you supporting me. Support don't be weird about women that show up without bras on, because believe me, if you had to wear a bra, 12 hours of the day, like, you would hate it too. So I'm just saying. And these shorts, actually, they are from not the boutique. They're from American Eagle, because I pulled out a pair of boutique shorts that I had and they were too small for me. So that's when you know that Julia has eaten too much since last year, and I need to get my.
That was not me agreeing with you. It's just, I feel your pain.
You feel my pain.
Yeah,
have you put something on recently that didn't fit and you're like, damn?
Yes.
Okay. We're in this together.
We're a team.
We're a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
We did go to the grocery store yesterday and was picking out a bunch of healthy stuff. So I'm proud of us. We just need to get better about getting our workouts in, which I got my workout in today. Did you get your workout in?
No.
Okay.
I was preparing for this. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys didn't want to prepare for this at all.
Just flying by the seat of my pants.
Just normally when I have guests on, I, have like kind of an outline of what, the flow of the show, how it's gonna, basically flow. And I send my guests, some questions that I will likely ask. And so Tyler said, don't send me anything. I don't want to prepare. You are too performative on your podcast. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
I did say that.
Okay, so explain to the listeners what you mean by I'm too performative. That I'm prepared?
No, just almost like you're an interviewer.
I am an interviewer.
But you are, but you're not. You're like talking to your friends, and
I don't know all of these people.
well, maybe not all of them like you do your friends, but I don't know. I just felt like it was a little performative.
Do you
they know
think-
what that means?
Yeah. And you know what? Actually, my mother-in-law, Charmin, she's watching. She also told me, she said something about
I don't remember.
you don't normally act like this. Like when I think she's watching the show. And I'm like, what do you mean?
You're just maybe just like,
well, if we're hanging out at your parents' house, I'm not going to be like,
hey, how was your day?
Yeah, tell me about your outfit of the day.
We should Mom and Dad, if you're on, you're going to have to do an outfit of the day. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants. But we wanted to do this because celebrating 21 years together, it is a long time, especially when you get married young at the age of 21. And so we just wanted to share kind of our story, how we met and how we got to where we are today. And then also what?
I forgot I wanted to bring something, but I forgot it.
Oh, darn. But then also kind of share some tips of like what has worked for us. So obviously we don't have all the answers. We are not the perfect couple. We are far from being perfect. We're far from it. But at the end of the day, we have a lot of fun together. And I think that's really what works for us. And we are the best of friends. Tyler really is my only friend.
That's not true. That is not true.
my true best friend. You are.
Well, yeah, you're my best friend too.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So do you want to share the story of how we met? Don't get long-winded, just short and sweet how we met.
Well, I think this is up for debate. We met probably when we were about 10 years old in karate class.
Shout out to Chinese Kempo School of Karate on the north side, 6th Avenue.
6th and Douglas.
If you know, you know.
It's actually a really nice Remax office now. But yeah, back in the day, there was a karate studio there. And I was, I don't know, 9, 10 years old. And my grandpa was like, hey, let's get this kid out active. Let's get him doing a little something. And so, I played sports growing up, but it was just so, it's seasonal. And when you're that young, you do it for a month or month and a half, and then it's done. And so it was really just an opportunity to kind of get out and do something different. So I'm like, okay, it's right down the street from where I grew up. So sure, I'll go. And that's where I met your brother, who was obviously there. And so, yeah, that's where we officially met.
So you said you met my brother, but I was also in the class.
Correct. Sorry. Yeah.
I also took karate.
Yes.
And
so that's where we originally met.
But to be fair, yes, we did meet there, but like we didn't like interact with each other. Yeah. We didn't talk to each other. I don't even think I knew your name.
No, there were my recollection, there were like a couple girls in the class from time to time.
Yeah.
And like that was about it.
So clearly he was not into me at 10 years old, nor was I into him at 10 years old. We have settled a debate because his grandpa owned the building of the karate studio, whereas like my dad was actually really good friends with the owner, kind of the instructor.
Yeah.
And so, and my dad took Chinese Kempo classes from him. But long story short, that's why my brother and I went there. And I actually, though, went to class and like did test outs and did forms and went to tournaments and like sparred, and I got trophies and medals and all the things, and Tyler like didn't he didn't do any of that. I don't
didn't
even
do
think
any-
he even had to test out.
No, I had
His
to test
dad,
out.
his grandpa probably
No,
like
that's false.
gave the owner money and was like, give this kid a yellow belt or a green belt.
No, not even close. I
Because
will admit I didn't go to. I don't remember going to any tournaments. I don't think I did. But
you would know.
I
You
do
would know if you
remember.
did.
I do remember having to go to like do all the test outs for
Okay.
your belts and progressing up the chain a little bit.
Okay.
So there was
both of us left.
Yeah.
We found our certificates because this was a debate for many, many years. I didn't do it long. I earned my way to
Same.
a green belt. He also said he didn't do it very long and said he earned his way to a green belt. And I'm like, bullshit. Like, I don't think that you were a green belt. But both of us found our certificates at our parents'
Yep,
houses
that's what I wanted to bring
separately.
To prove it, 'cause
Oh,
I was guaranteed this was going to come up.
No, okay. So we already settled it. We're good. We were both
For the listeners,
we're equally
we're on the same level.
talented when it comes to karate.
But yeah, we are.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. But fast forward to like when we actually met. You tell that story and it's like we don't even remember each other.
No, I mean, we obviously knew of each other. We grew up, in the Highland Park, Oak Park area.
Mhm.
Our siblings played it. Des Moines softball,
North
Des Moines softball,
and Highland Park
and
Little
Highland Park
League.
Little League,
Mhm.
playing softball and baseball. So we all kind of like knew of each other. But then we officially met my 8th grade year going into 9th grade.
No, it was you. I didn't know
Ninth
you
grade
until
going
you were
into-
actually a
Yeah,
freshman.
9th grade, and you were a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yep.
He also just has to like throw that in there that I'm a grade older than him. But you guys, I am only 4 months younger than him. I am just
Older. You're 4 months
older.
than
Oh
him.
yeah, I'm 4 months older than him.
Yeah.
I am just more mature, smarter, and so I should be in a grade above him. He
'Cause
was
you
in the
got held
grade.
back. No.
No, you would have been held back if
No.
that were the case. But yeah, so you're taking a long time telling the story, but we had a mutual friend. Her name is Jessica, and I knew her from softball. Tyler was really good friends with her at Harding. I did not go to Harding. I went to Catholic schools, and so I only knew of basically Harding kids through softball. So I was hanging out with Jessica, my freshman, sophomore year. His freshman year, he gets to North. That's where we both went to high school. And she's like, yeah, I have this friend, Tyler. And at that time, I'm like, that's weird that you have a guy friend because like I only had girlfriends. I didn't like hang out with guys, but like you and Jessica like hung out.
Yeah, there was a group of us that hung out.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know, we just like met through her.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
he basically chased me for a year.
True.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to actually admit to that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was dating other people in high school. He started dating other people in high school. But when I was a junior and you were a sophomore,
Yep.
he started dating somebody else, and he had been chasing me up to that point. And then all of a sudden he started dating somebody else, and I got super jealous. So jealous. I'm
Take
like,
notes.
what? I'm like, what the hell? Like, he's supposed to be chasing me. Why? Like, I don't understand why he started dating someone. So
We went back and forth. I mean,
yeah.
I don't mean back and forth like, we were friends. We became friends through Jessica.
Right.
We hung out with a good group of kids.
Yep.
And, we were friends first before anything even from that point happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But do you remember like, and this will be nostalgic for people who are listening, but back in the day when you would talk to your friends on the phone, and then you would three-way call someone
Yep.
and be like, hey, do you like Tyler? And like that person is like silent or mute on the
Yeah,
other line.
for
And so
sure.
you like, that's how back in the day you would find out if someone liked you, is because your friend would call you with that person on the three-way
Yep.
call, and you wouldn't know. And then they would say, hey, so do you like Tyler or do you like Julia? And that's how you found
That's how you
out.
kind of found out. Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody else remember that? Because that was like so legit that today these kids, they play games with each other and they have so many rules.
Can't do it that way.
No, it's like, yeah. I mean, yeah, we kind of did it silently behind the scenes, kind of cowardly, but it worked because you found out if that person really liked you. And then opposite, if you were talking shit about somebody,
You also found
you
out.
could find out real quick. Monica said she has never done that. That's crazy. Like we used to do that to each other all the time. All the time. So yeah, that's kind of how we found out. But Tyler he started dating somebody else and I got really jealous. And basically told him like, why are you dating this person? Like, I'm pretty sure you should date me. And he ended up breaking up with her. And then we got together,
Yeah.
which that was, back in high school, very dramatic, right? Like all of our friends, teachers,
Yeah.
like family members were all up in our drama.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot back then. But yeah, that's kind of how we started dating. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Like we were on again, off again
Yeah, I mean, I
throughout
feel
high
like
school.
yeah, I feel like just kind of your typical high school relationship.
Yeah.
We would, one person would do something despite the other, and
Okay, but I also want to settle something. I never did anything that like made you question me.
same.
You're lying. Don't lie.
That's beside the point.
So all of you that love Tyler and think, I mean, he is an amazing person. He was a little player back in the day
I don't
in
know
high
about that.
school. You absolutely were. You absolutely were a player back in the day. And we would break up on and off throughout high school. And then, so just to kind of set the stage for you guys, that our relationship was not perfect, but something kept drawing us back together. So like I was a senior, he was a junior. Okay. We were together most of my senior year up until like the very end of it. But like we went to, homecoming together,
Yeah,
winter
dances.
formal. You came to my prom. And then shortly after prom, it was like around graduation time, we broke up. And tell the listeners why you broke up with me at that time.
Because I didn't want to be the kid in high school that had a college girlfriend. That I had no idea, like the naive high school kid.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? Like, let's just let her do her thing and I'll do my thing. And yeah, that was kind of the reasoning.
Yeah. So we broke up shortly before I went up to, well, it was around graduation time. Cause I know like I don't even think you came to my graduation party. Like we went to prom together, but we were not talking at that time when I graduated. Fast forward to, I went to Iowa State for college and lived up there my freshman year in a dorm. Tyler would come up and visit. We were still kind of like, I don't know, talking, but not official. I did go to your homecoming dance. And then I was in a sorority and he was supposed to come up to a social that my sorority was hosting. And so this was around Halloween time. And it's on a Friday night. A bus was picking us all up. We were going to a local bar, having this social. Tyler was coming until he didn't. He stood me up on my very first sorority social and like when you are in a sorority and you start hanging out with fraternities and that kind of thing for different reasons, like you always, it's just so people can get to know each other. And so they have these like, you know, different gatherings or whatever, and you go around and introduce yourself, and it's always part of your introduction at these things. You say your name, where you're from, and if you're single or if you are taken. So during these things, even though we weren't officially together, I would tell everybody that I was taken. But then Tyler stood me up at my very first sorority social, and I wanted to kill him. It was so messed up. I was so hurt and so pissed. So we basically did not talk his senior year. He went about his senior year. I went about my freshman year at Iowa State. I did not go to, like I said, we did go to homecoming together, but then we stopped talking after that because you stood me up. I didn't go to his winter formal. I didn't go to his prom. I didn't go to his graduation party.
Right.
But then let's see.
I think it was probably.
It was around Valentine's Day.
No, it would have been. Yeah. I think. That's
Yeah,
about right.
I don't know, and I don't know. Maybe because you didn't have a Valentine, you started talking to me. But that was my sophomore year of college.
Yeah.
And you were a freshman at DMAC.
Mm-hmm.
So we start talking around February, Valentine's Day.
What was, to pause real quick, what was always super difficult about that, like on again, off again, was we still had mutual friends.
Yeah.
Through that entire time and I think that's also kind of what, you know, continued to draw us back to each other because, you know, in spite of me not going to this or you not going to that or whatever the case was, like we still were just around each other.
Yeah.
You know,
summertime when I would come home, there would be parties that we would see each other at, but not go together with.
Right,
and yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we were kind of always like
still around.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, we got back together in February, and then I don't even think we had like really made it official that we were together. But we got pregnant with Andrew in June.
Mm-hmm.
So got together in February, got pregnant in June. And that was my, that was the summer going into my junior year. And I was still living in Ames. And so, yeah, we were 19 at the time and had to have I mean, it wasn't even a discussion actually of,
no, it wasn't.
It was, we're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing. We're having a baby.
Right.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thankfully, like, I'm glad that we were on the same page there and didn't have to, like, you know, make any tough decisions. So I'm glad that we were aligned. That definitely made it easier.
Well, I think it obviously helped too, because one of our past and the history that we had together, but you know, we were back together. At the time.
Yeah.
You know,
but like nobody, like, I don't think our parents knew.
I don't think probably our friends really probably knew either.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, who knew really? Like there were times in high school, you know, one day we were, one day we weren't, the next day we were. So
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's always been a, you know, something that just drew us back together regardless.
I say that, all the time, that everything, I truly believe everything happens for a reason. And if you are meant to be with somebody, there will be something that brings you together. And I feel like for us, it was Andrew. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just looking at you.
Okay. I'm like, I'm like, are you looking at me like because that's messed up to say?
No.
Is that okay to say? Like, we got pregnant and that is kind of what almost solidified us?
Well, I think that the reality of it is like it matured us a lot,
for sure,
within our relationship.
Yeah.
For obvious, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think just with like, how we both grew up and the values and morals that our parents kind of instilled in us,
For
like
sure.
coupled with, the fact that I think inevitably we probably would have been together anyway.
Yeah.
It just solidified that at that time.
Yeah.
So it was really more of kind of like, I don't know what analogy I want to try to use, but like, like the stamp that just kind of sealed it all type
Yeah.
of a thing.
Okay. Yeah. I think that is.
I never really looked at it like, oh nope, she's pregnant. Now I got to stay with her. I never looked
Right.
at it like that.
Yeah,
It
totally.
wasn't ever, that wasn't ever really a thought in my mind.
Yeah. And I also like didn't think, oh, now put a ring on it now that I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? Like it
Well,
was.
you'd have got a ring pop at that time if you want one, because it sure in the hell wasn't going to be. I don't know what you're talking about, but
Oh my God, we were so young, dumb, and broke. But yeah, we had to get full-time jobs then. I mean, like I quit school. You quit school, and
both got full-time jobs.
we both got full-time jobs. That's when I started at working full-time at the Gap. Thank God for the Gap, because my manager, did I ever talk about this on the podcast that I was part-time at the Gap? And when my manager found out that I was pregnant, he asked me, his name is Alan. If anybody remembers Alan.
I remember Alan.
He asked me, do you have insurance? And I'm like, no. Like I had to pay Cobra. I don't even know if that's still a thing, but it's like insurance that you pay when you're like dropped and then you need coverage for a certain amount of time. It's like super expensive.
It's like a
Gap type of insurance. Yep. Yeah. And so he knew that I was paying, an arm and a leg and insurance, because I obviously like needed insurance to go to the doctor and everything. And he was like, hey, I know that if I schedule you at least 32 hours a week and you work 32 hours a week consecutively for like 6 or 8 weeks, I don't remember what it was, you will automatically be considered full-time and you'll get insurance and all of this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, like that's
Perfect.
amazing. Yes. Yeah. Let's do that, because technically they weren't hiring any full-time people. But if it weren't for Alan looking out for me, like I think back and I'm like, it's people like that, that kind of leave an impression on you, that it's like they're so selfless and they're like looking out for somebody who obviously needs help, that I will never forget him. He was so fun. I absolutely loved him. I hope he is doing well. But I got a full-time job then at the Gap and was able to not only get insurance but get the cutest clothes for Andrew, because he was the best dressed baby for all those years that I continued to work there.
I remember when we had him like on the birth date of his every month for his first
12 months.
We got his photo taken.
Yes.
And
every single month you go to JCPenney's and it was like,
I feel like we maybe even went to Carly when she was at, what was that called? People?
No, we never went to Picture People. She was at Target, and it was before, I think it was before, but it was like we did a JCPenney's membership. So that way we could have Andrew's picture taken every month for 12 months.
I feel like we did that for a while, because then when we had Haley, she's got the same thing.
Like, no, she doesn't.
Well, not the every month for 12 months, but like, we still have photos of her and them together.
Oh, like yeah. Like, growing. Yes, you're right.
Maybe not like every single month.
Right. But yes, you're right. We did take them there a lot and get like family pictures and everything. So, okay. So then fast forward to, do you want to tell our how you proposed to me story? You guys, this is so ridiculous.
Sure. So the plan was,
so set the stage. Andrew was okay.
I will.
Okay.
Do you want to tell it?
Nope, go ahead.
I feel like we need to be like on separate cameras And so I can tell my version, and then like they can pan to you and you can tell your version, because they're going to be completely different. But
No, okay.
yeah, so we'd had Drew at this point. We were both working full time, and we were actually living at your parents' house. And so it was just me, you, and Drew in one of the bedrooms upstairs. And so the idea was, because I could barely afford a ring pop for you, let alone a diamond ring.
I love a good ring pop.
I was like, okay, well, I'll just like clean the room up real nice and, just make everything perfect. And you were at work, I think, or you were doing something, but clean the room up perfectly. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get Drew asleep and I'll lay him on the bed and have like a little card on the side that says like, will you marry my dad, or something like that. That was the idea. Well, I ended up, being able to buy you a wedding ring and
an engagement ring.
Yeah, an engagement ring. And with us living in the same bedroom and not even a house, like I had to hide it somewhere. So I hid it in a shoe underneath the bed.
This is where our stories differ.
And somebody went snooping or something, and the ring fell out of the shoe, and somebody picked it up and was like, oh, hey, what's this?
So that somebody, he's referring to me, but that is not the case. It was still in a little black velvet box. Yeah. Okay. It was under the bed. So we are aligned. It was under the bed in the little black box, but it was not in a shoe. I remember it being dark in our room because, I was somewhere. I came home and it was like nighttime. I remember it was dark in our room, like maybe just the TV on. And I thought it was a sock underneath, like just sitting right on underneath the bed. So I went to grab it and then realized it's the ring box.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell?
I like Amy's comment, snooper.
So my thing is, and I say this all the time, like, why would I want to find that? Like, I think the plan of you in incorporating Drew and that whole thing is amazing. I would have loved that. Like, why would I want to mess that up and snoop around for it? Because I wouldn't want to.
Sure.
Yeah. So then I remember picking it up and being like, oh my God, like this is a ring box. But then I don't remember. I mean, I do remember you getting down.
I did get down on one knee, but I think it was probably typical us. You were probably like, what the fuck is this? And I probably got down on one knee and was making a joke out of it. And then
yes, I remember laughing.
Yeah. I think we were both just like hysterically laughing. And
that's not how I wanted it to happen, though. No. But that's how it did.
Hey, it gave us a story 21 years later.
Yeah, exactly. So. But yeah, we did. We planned our wedding. So that was in December that you proposed. And then, well, okay. So Amy, she asked, did I look at it or put it back? So when I grabbed it, I kind of like everything happened so fast. Yeah. He saw me and I was like holding it.
Yeah. I think that's
so then
ironically like how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I don't think I opened it though initially.
But you knew
but I knew what it was. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was in December. And then we were planning on a wedding in September. I won't go into all the details of that. Because it is already 7:40, Tyler.
And when I get long-winded. Interesting. Interesting.
I told him, I said, okay, if we're not going to have like a plan, an agenda, you cannot get long-winded. And here we are. It's 7:40. I guess, you know what? Let's take a quick break and then we'll come back and tell the rest of our story and go from there. So stick with us, y'all.
In the heart of Des Moines, one name has stood above the rest: Iowa Beef Steakhouse. Step inside and you enter a place where tradition still matters, where the atmosphere feels familiar, warm, and unmistakably Iowa. Service isn't rushed. It's personal, attentive, and rooted in genuine care. And before the main event, the freshest start in the city, our signature salad bar, crafted every single day. Then comes the reason people have returned for generations. Iowa beef, hand-seasoned with pride. Guided by flame, forged by heat. This is where flavor becomes legend. Served with the same care it was crafted with. A meal meant to be remembered. And whether the night calls for bold, smooth, or something in between, our bar offers a selection as rich as our history, including the old-fashioned we've become known for. Balanced, timeless, unforgettable. And long after the fire cools, the glow of this place stays with you. Iowa Beef Steakhouse, 1201 East Euclid Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa. Where Iowa... Let's be honest, pizza is something almost every family enjoys. You're already grabbing one at the store, so why not choose the best tasting pizza that also supports a cause we all care about? That was the challenge behind We Will Pizza. Create the ultimate frozen pizza for Cyclone fans. Big flavor, bold toppings, and options for everyone, including gluten-free choices that don't sacrifice taste. And if you haven't tried it yet, the real MVP? The breakfast pizza. Perfect for early kickoffs, tailgates, or watch parties when Hilton Magic or Jack Trice Energy is calling. Every bite helps benefit Iowa State student athletes, so your game day spread does more than just taste amazing. It gives back. We Will Pizza. Made for Cyclone fans, built for tailgates, and ready whenever you are. We will, you will, Cyclones will.
Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. That's why choosing the right real estate team matters. The Jenny Farrell team with RE/MAX Concepts has been helping families across the Des Moines Metro find the right home since 1998. Born and raised right here in the community, Jenny understands the neighborhoods, the market, and what truly makes a house feel like home. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading your space, or preparing to sell, the Jenny Farrell team provides expert guidance every step of the way, from market analysis and listings to negotiations and closing. Their consultative approach means you'll feel confident, informed, and supported throughout the entire process. Jenny Farrell Team, RE/MAX Concepts. Call or text 515-779-7500. Visit jenniferfarrell.remax.com. Experience you can trust. Results you can move into.
When you walk into Coach's Kolaches, you might be a little overwhelmed by all the great choices, but do not be overwhelmed by how to say it.
What's a colache?
Oh, cola cheese? Colache?
Kolaches?
Kolache?
Like the shoes? No, that can't be right.
It's kolache, but it don't matter what you call it, as long as you call it good.
Start your morning the Coach's Kolaches way. Every single batch is made fresh at sunrise by Coach himself. You can taste the care in every bite. Craving something savory? Go with that branded Texas flavor. Warm, hearty, and packed with down-home goodness. Or maybe you're craving the sweeter life. Then you've got to try the fruit-filled kolaches or those soft, fresh cinnamon rolls that practically melt in your mouth. Got that game day fever? We got just what you need at that tailgate.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Tailgating this weekend.
Yeah, what can I get
Big
you?
one. Give me a dozen jalapeno sausages and 6 each of the sausage and bacon.
And listen, we all know how good these are, so you better get more than you think. So run, don't walk to Coach's Kolaches, 2777 100th Street in Urbandale, or call ahead for big orders at 515-802-6200. Freight brokers and shippers, are you tired of drowning in emails, spreadsheets, and endless manual work? Introducing USFX, your AI-powered private freight command center. Simply email your PDF rate confirmation or bill of lading to intake@us-fx.com. In seconds, our AI captures every detail, sets up your shipment, verifies carriers, and launches a live digital workflow. No IT setup, no delays. Build your private carrier network instantly. Send bids only to your trusted partners and watch real-time tracking handle everything from pickup to delivery. Cut the friction, boost your margins, scale with ease. US-FX, the smarter way to move freight. Visit us-fex.com today and get your free demo. Start transforming your operation.
Not every animal gets a fair shot. But that's exactly what Animal Lifeline of Iowa is here to change. Since 1986, they've been stepping in for the ones who need it most. Injured, abused, orphaned, and special needs cats and dogs across Iowa. This isn't just a shelter, it's a second chance. As Central Iowa's only no-kill shelter dedicated to special needs animals, they provide life-saving care, rehabilitation, and the opportunity for every animal to find a forever home, no matter how long it takes. But here's the deal. They can only save as many lives as the community supports. So get involved. Donate online. Hit up the Animal Lifeline thrift store, where every purchase fuels their mission. Or better yet, find your next best friend and adopt. Because every tail wag, every purr, starts with someone like you. Animal Lifeline of Iowa. Rescue, restore, rehome.
If you're ready to refresh your wardrobe with pieces that feel effortless, stylish, and completely you, it's time to visit Styled by JJ Boutique. Julia Bradshaw and her team strive to be your go-to boutique for casual, boho, and chic clothing and accessories, helping you elevate your style one piece at a time. Located in Johnston, Iowa, Styled by JJ brings you trendy, high-quality styles that boost your confidence without breaking the bank. Whether you're dressing up for date night, brunch with friends, or just want to feel amazing running errands, they've got you covered. You deserve to look as confident as you feel. Styled by JJ Boutique, where style meets confidence. Visit today at www.styledbyjjboutique.com.
All right, we are back, and we had some new sponsors there. So thank you, and shout out to all of our sponsors. Thank you so much. Go support those businesses. Okay, so we were leaving off at, we got married at 21, and it was a fun wedding.
It was fun.
You were working for Budweiser at the time, and so our guests got to enjoy free beer all night.
Yeah.
So
yeah, my dad worked there forever, and so he got me and my brother-in-law at the time a job there, and I worked there for a long time.
Yeah.
That is actually one of the reasons why we were kind of able to get a house young and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. Because we were kind of working opposite shifts too. I was working like 8 to 5 at the Gap, and you were 3 to 11, and your mom would watch Drew for a couple hours in the middle of the day. We never had to pay for daycare, which was amazing. Shout out to Charmin for saving the day there.
We actually, I don't think we can continue the conversation without pausing quick and just kind of talking a little bit about how much our parents did actually
my gosh
help us.
For sure.
Realizing that we're pregnant with Drew all the way, and us both being in school all the way to basically the time that they were old enough to kind of go to school and and obviously even beyond, but
for sure. Because as soon as we told our parents, we moved into my parents' house and we lived there up until we got married, and then we used some of our money from the wedding to get our first apartment. So we moved out. It was a year. I mean, Drew was a little over a year because we were there when I was pregnant. And then Drew was just over a year old when we got married. So my parents, and then my parents too, because we were then 20, 21 at that time. I remember turning 21 and we were still living with my parents, but they were so gracious all the time, and also helping like watch Andrew so that we could go out and still like
Had a little bit
live
of a life.
as 20, 21-year-olds like our friends were.
I feel like my parents helped us during the day, and then
Yep.
like
Yeah.
your
Oh,
parents
for sure.
like helped like at night.
Yes.
In those aspects.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah. Yes. So shout out to our parents, and not only just for them providing free
Babysitting.
childcare to us, but also being, and you mentioned this earlier, like great examples of what it means to be married and be committed to each other. And not everything is perfect, but as you go through life's ups and downs, when you have your person, your best friend, it
Yeah.
does just make it easier to navigate that. And God,
Yeah.
I do
agreed.
think
Having some kind of like faith base,
yes,
a base, it's just,
yeah,
it doesn't have to be, for me, I didn't necessarily grow up like religious.
yeah,
Both my parents did, like really religious. And so, when they had my sister and I don't think that they allowed us to do what we wanted, but they weren't gonna like force it on us.
yeah,
And so, we would go to church with our friends here and there from time to time, but we would go to church on the holidays, and that's pretty much about it.
yeah,
And so I really didn't grow up a ton with it, I feel like.
yeah.
But
I know for me, like I did grow up Catholic, and just having that we are committed to each other. When things get tough, we're not just going to throw in the towel and give up.
Right.
We're going to work through it together. Also having that sense of, like when times were tough, I would pray. I'd ask God for help. I do know that when we were going to church more consistently, more often, like you leave there just feeling a sense of like, okay, we got this. Like,
Yeah.
through him, you can live an easier life. Not everything is going to be perfect, but you have, I don't know, God has your back.
Yeah.
Is kind of how I've always felt. And we've gone through waves of going to church consistently and then taking a break and then going. And most recently in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so ish, maybe a little bit longer. What is it?
Probably
okay.
Longer.
Yeah.
Probably close to maybe a year, 9 months to a year.
Yeah, we started going more consistently, and I don't know, like it is so nice to just have that to go to with each other and all of that. So yeah, I think that was a huge thing for us too.
Yeah, we both knew that like we wanted the kids to grow up with some sort of faith base. And so for those that don't know, I when both our kids, we'd had Haley at this point. Drew was maybe at what grade was he at Oak Park when we decided to put him in Catholic school? First grade, maybe?
He just finished third grade. He started Holy Trinity in 4th grade. She started when she was in 1st. No, he was in 3rd. She was in 1st.
Yeah. And we both kind of agreed and felt like, for us to be able to do that, I should probably have gone through. So I ended up going through the adult RCIA program at All Saints at the time.
Yeah.
And ended up getting, baptized in the church and confirmed and everything. And so, I'm Catholic now, but I didn't grow up that way.
Yeah.
So that was
and that was all your decision. Like I didn't push you or
No,
anything. And you still went to church with us even before you became Catholic. Like he was very supportive, and
that was one nice thing too. I never felt like an outsider going.
Yeah.
Personally, I didn't.
Yeah.
I stood when I needed to stand. I got a workout when I went to Catholic mass for the first time. I wasn't sure what the heck was going on, but stand up, sit down, stand up, kneel, sit down. But obviously learning why you do those things, it was like, yeah, why doesn't everyone do this? Type of thing. But
yeah.
I don't necessarily know where I was going with that, but
we were talking about like what has helped our relationship, which when you think about like, so obviously our parents have had a positive impact on our, relationship, our relationship with God. What else would you say?
Obviously those two are major factors. It's hard to rank one over the other, right?
We're not ranking. I'm
no,
just
I know,
asking if there's anything else.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, like
There
what?
is. What I'm getting at is like, I think us being friends
Yeah.
was something that is kind of always, again, kind of back to some of our high school days and whatever, like that's always kind of what drew us back to each other, and I think that obviously helps our relationship, especially now because, both the kids are out of the house and we're 42 years old and we're empty nested. Like we don't have kids at
Living
home.
life.
And so it's
love
like,
our kids, but
yeah. And
it's
so
a whole new like thing.
it's a whole new world.
Yeah. Are you going to start singing Aladdin?
I thought about it.
I could tell. I've always wanted to
Yeah.
be Princess Jasmine.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
thought about it, but
Let's go on a red carpet.
I'm not going to, I don't want to go viral.
Pretty sure we won't. But we did. Actually, so I thought about this, and here are some things that I feel like has helped our successful relationship. And again, this is not to say that if you don't do these things, you don't have a great relationship. It's just what works for us. And I think what has like helped us like continue to like even get closer and closer year after year.
Right.
One, I do not fart in front of Tyler.
You don't. No, you don't. But I don't think that's anything that's kept us close.
Well, no, I say that jokingly, but I am a little serious in the fact that like I don't know, you should always still try and impress your partner.
Yeah, I get the point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just making sure.
Take that advice.
Yes, take that advice. I really don't fart in front of him.
No.
Like I just don't, because I don't think it's ladylike, and I don't. As close as we are. I mean, I've done a whole lot of other things, but I just do not, because I just don't think it's ladylike. And I like to think that he will look at me. Well, I do think he will look at me differently if I were to like rip ass in front of him.
There's been obviously times where you have, and
Yeah.
I will admit it's like okay, but that's not. I thought you were going to go with like.
No, I just wanted to like get
Okay.
that one out there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here are some other things. And we've talked about this, like getting yourself out of your normal environment or your normal routine or element, and like going on trips, going to concerts, doing like spur of the moment things. Like not
Things
everything
together.
has to be scheduled, not everything has to be like some people, they have like Wednesdays are our date nights or whatever, like Wednesdays is Summer House. Like, no, we're gonna watch that. We do watch a lot of shows together. Tyler has become a Bravo leb, or not a Bravo leb.
I wish. Bravo Liberty
He has become a Bravo
fan.
Because I have made him, and now he's all into, we watch Summer House together. Oh my gosh. Why are things like leaving
Southern
me?
Charm?
Southern Charm.
Like, it originally started, I think, with like
Real Housewives
years ago with the Housewives, and
Yep.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like everybody talks about it. It's like, the wife is sitting there watching the TV show and the husband's off doing this or that, and then before you know it, the husband's asking questions about the show.
Yes.
That is exactly how that happened back in the day when those things first started.
Yes.
And then before you know it, it's like, well, did you tape Real Housewives?
Yeah.
I got to find out why Victor didn't marry like
You're talking about Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless. Why Victor didn't marry whoever, whatever.
Victor married everybody.
Whatever. But
yeah.
Like,
yeah,
so that's
he
how it
didn't
started.
willingly
Definitely wasn't
sit down
willingly.
and watch it with me. He just like it became a thing. But so yeah, I think getting yourself out of your normal routine, and yes, the trips, and just like the concerts and the date nights and all of that stuff, like I enjoy doing all of that with you. And there's a time to go out with girlfriends, and you go out with the boys or whatever, but like I do think like those moments just bring us closer together. Like our last trip to Austin, you said like that was like one of the most fun trips.
Yeah, it was just you and I, and yeah, it was just a good time.
Yeah, because I'm a good time. Like,
same. I think that's why this was just such a good time.
What
I was gonna say, like what I feel like has helped us being a little bit more like serious is
that's serious. I was serious.
Yeah, I'm not taking
and I was
that away
so
from
serious
you
about the farting thing too.
Yeah, I know you are. I hear it every time. No, but what I think has helped us is the fact that like neither one of us are afraid to say like what's on our mind to each other.
Yeah. We
like
communicate very well.
Yeah, and some may think it's healthy and some may not at times, right?
Yeah.
But
oh my God, yeah, there are probably some people that hear us talk like when I'm calling him a piece of shit, that I know that is not nice, and you shouldn't call your husband that. I seriously do not believe that. Like those that know me know that I have a very short temper, and I just say things that
So basically, I'm just a saint.
You really are. And I think all of my family members would agree with you because they all know how I am.
Yeah.
So,
no, but like we say what, we have to say.
Yeah.
So like we're not afraid to tell each other anything.
Yeah.
We may, if it's something, serious or whatever, like, it may be personal, but I think we both do a really good job of kind of like taking some time and, sitting back, thinking on it, reflecting on it. And then like actually making an effort if it's something that like, oh, hey, I don't like it when you do this or whatever the case is. Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like we have a good line of communication in that regard.
Yeah.
Again, probably not perfect, but like the other thing too, that I think helps just for me personally and like how I am, like the fact that like we can make fun of each other a little bit,
like there's banter always.
Yeah. Like,
and some people may not understand that.
Right. Yeah. And
but
so
it's all out of love and fun and
Yeah. And I think that's honestly is kind of what has helped us.
Oh my God, Nikki. Nikki said it's a Lopez trait. Girl, I am telling you, I know us Lopez girls have some fire in us. So I am glad I am not the only one.
Yeah. Something we really didn't mention was like when we first started dating and got together, we were 16 basically.
Yeah.
And we were serious, we dated and, like we went to each other's like family gatherings and stuff. So I met all your cousins when we were like 16 or, 17 years old. And definitely seeing the Lopez side of the family, I can see where you get
it. Shout out to the Lopez's. And yes, Tyler is a gem. One other thing that
Which, by the way, real quick, that was always like some of my funnest times meeting your cousins. And I'm not just saying this because like we're on air or whatever, but like I had 2 girl cousins on my mom's side of the family. I had 2 cousins on my dad's side of the family who actually were both girls for the longest time. Then my aunt got remarried and had 2 others, but I was a little bit older at that point. So we weren't like as close, but like so I always kind of joke. I'm like, I had like 4 cousins growing up until I was like in high school, and then my aunt had 2, and
more.
then my other aunt had 2. But you know, I went to one of your mom's side of the family's gatherings, and there was like 20 cousins, I think. What do you have, like 24 cousins all within a
I have 20 cousins. There are 24 of us grandkids.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So like,
and we're all like within, I don't know, maybe 20 years, maybe even less, 15 years of each other. Like I'm the 3rd youngest of the Lopez kids. I think our youngest turned 40 earlier. No, I guess it was last year. And the oldest is maybe 50 some. So yeah, we're all very
10-15 years.
Yeah.
Which is,
and a lot of
awesome.
us still like grew up in the Des Moines areas and, you know, still lived in the Des Moines area. But yeah, for family or for holidays, like it was always, you know, you get together with the Lopez's on Christmas Eve. It was awesome. You get together, you know, for Thanksgiving and all the things. But yeah, it's I'm glad that
that can be overwhelming.
It could be very overwhelming,
right?
Especially for coming from a family with only, you know, a few cousins, and then you come and it's like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people. But yeah, it's Lopez's. We know how to have fun. And still I'm close with so many of my cousins today. You know, they're, you know, closer than I am some of my friends. So, but I think another thing that I thought of that has helped us is, and I saw this TikTok and I was like, oh, I think that's true. I think it was an actual like study that was on, I don't know, a morning show. And then that's the TikTok I saw that happy couples, like a high percentage of them go to bed together. Like they don't like go at separate times. They go together, and we do that. I mean, I think we've always done that
for whatever reason.
I
don't really
it's
know.
like, are you ready for bed?
Yeah.
And sometimes the other person will say no, and then
you just sit there and wait until that one's ready.
Exactly. You do not like go to bed.
No,
not together. So
we don't do that very often at all.
I mean, unless if one of us is out, or I think that's the only time. Like when we're home.
That weird? I don't know.
No, they say it's a high percentage of happy couples go to bed together. So I think there's something to be said for that, because I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Okay. And we go to bed together. So
yeah,
I think that is another.
Yeah, we have a routine.
Thing.
We let the dogs out, put them away, shut everything off.
Get water. We are so lame. This empty nesting is like so lame. Let me see if there's anything else, because I had to take a few notes and see if there was anything else.
I feel like we might need like a part 2 or something.
Yeah, there's so much. Yeah, there is so much.
When you're together for 21 years.
Oh, this is a big one though. This is big. I have to include this one. We are I feel like a true partnership where there's not one person that does one thing. For example, cooking or cleaning or, you know, doing finances, the bills and all of that. Like we truly, I mean, yes, Tyler may cook more than I do. Tyler may clean more than I do. Tyler may do a lot of things more than I do, only because he is a very supportive husband, and that he allows me to not only work my full-time job, but also, you know, have the boutique on the side, which is, he knows is super important to me. So, you know, he feeds the dogs more than I do. You know,
well, I think we do a pretty good job of that. Like you do it in the morning.
Yeah,
I do it at night.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But those are the things that it's like, and again, you know, some people, like, it works for some relationships, it works for them to always have one person doing the cooking or the one person doing the cleaning. But like for us, like, it's just, we kind of like pick up where the other person like needs help.
Yeah.
And it's not like, well, this is your job, so I expect you to do it. It's, hey, like we are, we have a lot going on. You may have a lot going on, so I'm going to step up and cook.
I may have another shelf to put up at the boutique or something like that, and or a rack or something to put together, or a table or something where I got to be there instead of at home.
Yes. We won't talk about when Tyler has to put or do handyman stuff, though, because that is a time when it is not pretty to be around Tyler and Julia. That is about the only time that we really like get under each other's skin.
I feel like I know why, though.
Why?
Because you feel like you have to be in charge of it all.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Rather than just like
allowing you.
Well, it's not even, allowing me to do it or not. It's just you're like, sometimes you might get like a step or two ahead.
I read the directions is what he's talking about. Go on.
Which you're right. I will give you that too. I mean, I will say, like, if I'm like, wait, this isn't working right. You're like, did you read the directions? I'm like, no one ever does. And then you read the directions and then you're always like, fix it, fix the problem. And it's like, oh, okay, yep, boom. And then I finish it off or something like that. But
yeah. But that is about the only time that like we shouldn't be in the same room if
that's a fact.
Tyler is doing handyman stuff, which is better to just like not, I just need to let him do his thing and not be around. So yeah.
And that's okay. Like
that's okay.
To me, it's recognizing that, right?
We definitely. I mean, we definitely. We
let each other
know. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I cannot believe, and I say this all the time, but like it has been over an hour since we've been on air. We always end with the most chaotic or shitty thing that has happened recently, and I'm gonna go first because. Yeah, I'm just gonna go first. So today
you asked me to, or you said you had one for me.
I know, but I know okay. That's why I'm gonna go first. Right. Yeah. So this is my last year of being the president of the Delta Tau Delta fraternity moms club at Iowa State. So this is Andrew's senior year, and we have Moms Weekend coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday. And so I will be in Ames. But one of the things that we do for Moms Weekend is we have an auction. Well, I had this great idea. We have this like IKEA coffee table that has been sitting in storage for years, not used, and it just needed some TLC, but I didn't want to throw it away and whatever. So I had this great idea to make a Delta Tau Delta like on the top and then paint it in their colors. And so I got it. Yeah.
We've been trying to figure out
what to do with this coffee table.
Let's get rid of it.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how many times
I'm tried to get rid of it several times. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'll use it for something, and it's like college kids, it's like decor for their room, the fraternity can use it, whatever. So yeah, I get the paint or whatever. And I didn't pay attention to the paint that I got. I saw their colors are purple and yellow, which is kind of funny because that's what Johnston colors are. Drew has always been a purple and yellow guy, but I got this yellow paint and then I got different purple paint. During my lunch today, I was out in the garage painting in the letters on top of the coffee table. I come in and I go to rinse the brush off and I'm getting on my hands like all like painted up, trying to rinse out this brush. I see this yellow paint covering myself and it's starting to get sticky and just keep spreading. Like it's not washing off like normal paint does.
And I work from home on Mondays. And so I'm in the office working and all I hear is, oh my God. And like,
oh my God.
Oh my God. And it just gradually increases. And like,
I was like, what is happening? Why isn't this paint washing off my hands? And it's now all over front and back on my hands, yellow paint. And I was like, I have to finish work for the day. How am I going to type? I have this podcast. I have yellow shit all over my hands. And I'm like, Tyler, why isn't this coming off? He was like, I think you need to use gasoline. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I took dish soap and like a, what do you call it? Like a
little dish
hard
scrubber. Yeah.
And I'm like scrubbing. Finally, it came off, but my nails, it didn't come off my nails. It stuck to my gel paint, and it was like I had yellow nail polish.
So
I had to remove my nails because I was like, I am not gonna have these yellow nails because again, and it was like sticky and it was driving me nuts. So that was my shit show. Great idea. Got the wrong paint clearly, and it could have been a whole mess. But I got it.
Though, because
I got it figured out.
After you washed your hands, and you're like, "Oh, good, it came off my hands," and you're kind of like looking at your hands like this, and then you like flip your hands over, and it's like your nails are yellow,
all yellow.
You just like start dying laughing, and that wasn't the reaction I thought you were gonna have. But I'm glad that it was.
Yeah.
But
he did say, "Well, I'm glad you're laughing about it," because yes. Sometimes Julia will go the opposite way.
The other way. That's what I was expecting.
Okay, what was your shit show story?
Friday, Morgan.
Yeah. Okay. What about it?
Well,
let the people know.
Yeah. So we went up to Morgan Wallen concert in Minneapolis at US Bank Stadium, and everything went off without a hitch. Having a great time. The show's getting ready to start. We walk in. Thomas Rhett, I think, had just gotten done. We go down to our seats, and Morgan starts, and we can't hear a word he's saying. Not because it's not loud,
so bad,
but it is just so muffled that, like, and I'm not being dramatic, honestly, like you couldn't hear anything he was saying. It was just,
you guys go to my TikTok. It went viral.
So anyway, Julia does this TikTok where I thought it was kind of funny and clever. It's like, hey, whoever's the sound guy is at the Morgan Wallen concert, do better.
Yeah. And I stand behind that comment.
Yeah. And it sounds like it's the thing because I've been seeing it pop up more and more. But at any rate, that was a shit show.
Yeah, it was a shit show. And people in my comments, because you guys, as of today, so this was Friday, and I took the video, I think during his first song, and I was like, oh my God, like if you are the sound guy for this, like do better. Like it sounds like shit. You cannot understand anything. And people were in the comments. It's now had over 110,000 views and like over 3,000 likes. And like it literally, I've never had anything go viral, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But so many people are like, oh, US Bank Stadium is known for that. And like some guy was like, why didn't you Google it? Everybody knows that. And I'm like, hey guy, first of all, I don't live in Minneapolis. I've never been to US Bank Stadium. I've been to many concerts up here, but all have been at either the Excel or the Target Center, one of the two. I've been to Usher, Bruno Mars there twice.
Well, that stadium's fairly new, and
okay, yeah. So people were like, "Well, you should have known. It's known for that." And I'm like, "Well, they shouldn't have concerts there if they're known for that. Like, figure it out." But it does turn out that
it sounds like this was your shit show.
It was kind of my shit show, but it turns out that. Like Taylor Swift was there not too long ago with her Eras tour, and other people have been there, and the sound has been better. So I still blame the sound guys of Morgan Wallen that they should have figured it out because yes, I agree. Maybe the stadium is not the best place, but other sound people have figured it out. So Morgan Wallen, you're big enough, your sound people can figure it out.
Yeah, people were legit like getting up and like leaving about halfway through it.
Yeah, they really were. So this is the shit show that I thought you were going to say was, so we were home last night, or maybe it was Saturday night when we got home, and we're sitting there like just watching TV or whatever, and all of a sudden we hear the beep.
My God.
From our, a fire alarm, carbon monoxide alarm, whatever. It's like the 2-in-1 thing. So we hear this beep,
It's
and
like 9 or 9:30 at night. It's
Yeah.
not like early in the day.
right. Yeah. We're like
totally
winding
forgot
down.
about that.
And so Tyler's like, what the hell? I got to change the batteries. So he goes, and we don't have D batteries. And he's like, I can't function with it like beeping like this. I got to go get batteries. So we go, because we're a team. And I'm like, you don't have to go by yourself. I said, do you want me to go with you? And he said, yes. So I get my happy ass in the car with him. We go to Menards, which isn't far from here, get the batteries. And he goes to change it, and no more than like comes back downstairs, and it fucking beeps
Yep.
again.
Change the battery.
He was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
Well-
I'm like, well, did you Google how to actually shut it off? And
Once I did prior, but then once I got the battery in it, I didn't follow the exact steps, so
Yeah.
it didn't work.
he didn't follow directions.
Weird.
Weird.
But so I had to come back up and redo it. And
Yeah.
so they're hardwired in the house. So you have to like unplug the power. You have to take the battery out, take it off the ceiling, unplug the power source, push the button, drain the charge that's
If
in
you ever
the
wondered how to
thing.
do it, here's
I
your
know now.
tutorial.
Yeah, I know now. You got to push the button to drain like the stored up energy that's in the actual fire alarm,
Yeah.
and then basically hook it back up. Put the battery in, put the power, turn it back onto the.
But you guys, he was up and down the stairs because first it was like one of our hall
So, yes.
things. And
Yes.
so he like
We fix it.
he
And
thought he fixed
About 2 hours later, we hear another
it.
beep.
No, it wasn't 2 hours.
Well, however long, an
Okay.
hour later, whatever
Yeah.
it was, we hear another beep, and it was the one in our bedroom this
Yeah.
time. I'm like, just randomly, both of them just
yeah,
go dead.
in one night. Yeah.
But that one took like 10 seconds because I knew what to do.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
good call.
That
out
was
on
a
the shit
that
show.
was a shit show.
That was a
'cause
shit show.
I was kind of downstairs laughing because I was like, I know he's getting mad, but I shouldn't laugh because that might make him even more mad. But I'm
That
just
definitely would have.
I'm just gonna sit down here and Google what he should be doing, and then I screenshotted it and I sent it to him. I'm like, have you tried these steps?
It was before I kind of went through, or we went through everything,
Yeah.
and I realized exactly the step that I needed to follow. My only thought was like, I'm going to call the fucking fire department. I'm going to call them.
I
out
have
here.
heard of people doing
I'm
that
like, I'm
when
not
their
dealing with
things
this.
go. Yeah.
Because they're hardwired. It's not just a battery. So you can't
Yeah.
just take the battery out and it's done.
Right.
Like there's still power to the.
They're stupid, whatever
it's-
they are. I
yeah,
would
it's
much rather
crazy.
just have a damn
You'd rather just burn up in a house fire.
no.
Well,
I would
geez.
rather just have a battery, not a hardwire, because I feel like it's confusing. And the
feel
shit
like I'm
goes off.
stressed out all over
I
again
know.
about
And the
it.
shit goes off randomly when we don't have anything happening. How many times has it woke us up
in
at
the
like
middle of the night.
3,
Yeah.
4 in the morning? And it's like now when I hear it go off, because it's at the actual beep, not just a, hey, my battery's dead beep.
Right.
It's like a beep,
the
beep
alarm is going
alarm.
off. Yeah. Like it's
Um,
triggered.
Yeah, but now when it goes off, it has happened so many times that I just like, I'm like, Tyler jumps out of bed. He's like, come on downstairs. There's a fire. I'm like, literally, there's no fire. The thing is just stupid and has a mind of its own. And so one of these days,
Well, this
there
could be
is
a story
actually
for
going to
another
be.
day. This could be a story for another day. Like the last time that happened, Drew and his friends were here from
That
break,
was over break. Yeah.
and they left a pizza in the oven, and it burnt and got smoky. That lit them off. So like,
Okay, so
That did happen.
that was close. That we actually smelled smoke that time, but it's happened so many times that now it
Yeah.
doesn't even phase me. So, okay, it's 8:23, you guys. I'm
Part two.
sorry. Maybe there will be a part 2 if you guys want to hear more of Tai Tai and I. But thank you guys for being here and for all of your support, because especially those of you that are in the comments, my friends and my family members and people that I have met through the boutique and, friends of Tyler's, thank you so much, because we honestly wouldn't be here without the support of our family and friends. You guys make our lives even more fun. So hope you guys have a great week. And
oh, thanks to your special guest.
thank you to my special guest, Tyler.
welcome.
All right. Bye, guys.